Tippy time, my damies, Topcat here and welcome back to the channel. If like me you want to get your hands on the Season of the Witch weapons as soon as possible, you just gotta grind out those altars of summoning over and over again. It took me many a run, but now I've got all of them crafted, and about 80% of my runs I was running with blueberries, and you never know if you're dealing with a Kingslayer or a Star Baker. So I often found it easiest to start with a robust, then proceed to your powerfuls once you know what your allies are working with. But the best tool I found to farm these out quickly was just to get more supers. So I've actually gone and pulled an old classic out of the vault and farmed these out with the Shards of Galanor. Now I know most of you hunters are going to find it hard to take off the Star Eater scales, but you need to use the right tool for the job. The altars is stacked full of yellow bar bosses, and the Shards of Galanor are suited to this challenge, as hits and kills with the Blade Barrage will return super energy, allowing us to pump out twice as many supers. Not only do Star Eater scales take longer to get your super, but also more time to prep that damage buff. And the added super damage often isn't even required, as we have invent encounter mechanics to deal with. Your Star Eater scales fully wound up to 494k, but it's often the case that the Shards of Galanor's 330k is more than enough. Plus we can utilize the Shards of Galanor both for boss bakes and add clear. As per standard, you're still going to want to use the knocking down aspect. This gives our Blade Barrage more knives. We lead out with our fan knives, and this will give us that 334k damage value. These seasonal activities have easy mechanics, but lots of them. Whether it's to collect, destroy or control, we're not always given the chance to collect our allies' orbs to gen our supers. And in these playlists, teamwork isn't often required, and at the very least is not utilized. So I take the approach that I'm soloing this. You guys can help if you want to. I'd recommend using Ember of Combustion. Final blows with your super cause targets to ignite. This way you might think you're killing that enemy in front of you, but you're also destroying that boss in the background. Ember of Char, Eruption, Ashes and Torches will not only make your super chain more destruction through both Scorch and Ignition, but can also make your kit do the same with its grenades, melees and incandescent. Dynamo and hands-on will give us more super energy. I pair that with Knife Trick and Gambler's Dodge to gen more supers faster. These encounters can of course be run on any subclass loadout, but particularly when you watch that blueberry walk over and pop in that powerful offering, then he proceeds to give his ghost some overtime. This is where you find the need to become self-reliant on your success. Give the Shards a go for yourself, guys. It got me all my patterns nice and quick. Make sure to thumb it if you liked it. A big shout out to our birthday boy Poto and Red for the grind. And until next time, tippy time my damies, what a tie.